What is up? Week 20, back in the game. Project Oh My Gosh. And you know we're starting off with the Tuesday, the Night Running Club. So, back here again at the Olympic Park for another session. It's been quite nice to diversify my training, running with other people, running with coaches, and just do my program a bit and owning my program changes a bit more. So personally, I've really enjoyed it, and I'm really excited for this session today as well. I think because it's been quite a dynamic session where I focus on intervals and been able to push myself a bit more, and my speed is starting to translate more and more into my longer runs. That could just be because of the venue, because it's always very inspiring to look up and see the orbit or the Olympic Stadium in the vicinity and go, wow, just amazing athletes and gold medals won here. But also, the reason I picked up the pace as well is knowing that you can run faster, seeing people ahead of you in the track covering the same distance a lot quicker, and you go, oh, maybe I could try this. And it's been really awesome. I'm hoping with these next few sessions we're focusing on speed and endurance running combined, which I know may seem like a bit of a juxtaposition, but trying to employ the speed tactics into my longer runs, especially for some of the latter kilometers where I'm trying to finish a bit stronger. So it makes a huge difference. And yeah, let's get to it. Olympic Park, orbit. Swimming, the Stingray is affectionately known as, but the London Aquatic Centre. So yeah, just steeped in athletic talent in the area. So yeah, let's get to it. I'll see you for the run. What's up? Training session done. So training at London Marathon Community Track, today's session finished, and it was really exhausting, but I'm really proud of that one. So yeah, I have to just move a bit because there's a lady there talking about why she's single, and I don't think it's something I really want to record for this. Yeah, so the session was really good. Look at that sunset. Absolutely gorgeous. So today's run, I actually hit my fastest 1K, fastest mile pace on the Nike running app that I've used, which is great. It means it's picking up speed and picking up pace. And today's session we did 300 meters around the track, followed by 100 meter walking and slow jogging, and then repeat that for 20 minutes. And again, just notice that I picked up the pace progressively, and I think it's really been beneficial to do all the long running and the variety of running, because I've just learned how to understand my pacing and sustain that and find a good rhythm in my running. So, and it's been amazing to run with these people on the track and have the coaches motivate you, because you then push yourself to a new pace that's out of your comfort zone. I mean, by the end of the run, I was like keeled over to put a lot of effort into our last lap, and it kind of shows the technique required to types of running, but also trying to make sure that you take care of yourself as best as possible. It's really cool to understand the types of running, because especially for longer, since I've been trying to focus on getting my endurance up, but to have these kind of short interval sessions where I really challenge my aerobic and anaerobic exercises and make sure I challenge my heart rate more is, yeah, really awesome. So it's nice to build that power up. I hope I can apply some of the learning, some of the stretching, the warm up for the pace into my longer runs to make sure I can finish stronger and get better times. So really happy that I run. Thank you to the Nike team, absolutely mega to put this on and helping my running experience. So thank you so much, and thanks to the runners on there on the track as well, because even passively just seeing someone else on the track ahead of you is great motivation to push you to a new speed. So thank you so much. I'll see you at the next run this week. It's gonna be a long week. Got a 2.5 hour run coming up on Sunday, so stay tuned for that. Do you want to see what I'm doing my next part of the week? Okay, cool. Let's transition over. Bam. Didn't seem to work. Let's try again. What's up, Wednesday? Today is an intermediate run. I'm doing a 75-minute run. So probably around 10k I could hit, maybe a bit less. My legs do feel a bit sore from the intense workout on Tuesday. I picked up the pace quite a lot. Did a bit of yoga yesterday and it did help, so I might try and do some more active recovery again coming days and just keep myself moving really. It had rained heavily yesterday. I've seen tons of footage where parts of London were flooded, and parts near me were flooded, and it's a bit sad to see how crazy the weather patterns are right now. But as long as my running, you are quite environmentally friendly, because I feel like that after you're into running, you feel like you start running to places or cycling and you can reach your carbon footprint, which is always really great. The opposite is you just eat tons of food afterwards because you're always hungry. But yeah, it's really a shame to see weather patterns like this, and hopefully, fingers crossed, not too much damage to the park near me. But I'm gonna go explore it now and I'll see you after the run. What's up, Wednesday warriors? Run done. Tell me how your Wednesday run went. If you didn't run Wednesday, why not? Why don't you get running? Trust me, you'll feel great. Today was probably one of my harder runs I faced maybe the last few weeks, and you'll see me keep moving just whilst I'm cooling down. Whilst it rained yesterday, it's still super humid, so I feel really dehydrated, so that made it really difficult. Secondly, I still felt the injury on my calf, my legs. It's the tiredness, but for the first few kilometers I felt so sore. It's a shame because I was feeling really good last week in my longer run. I was feeling very fluid, very dynamic, but I think because the intense interval session on Tuesday, I felt the wear and the impact from that today. And by the last kilometers I felt more competent, more confident in my movement. Yeah, it wasn't great, so I just remind myself I need to do some more active recovery or different types of recovery to help my body feel the best it can for the run. So there's hydration, whether it's eating beforehand, stretching, some more massage, or sleep, all these different elements. So yeah, difficult run, but if you're watching as a first time marathon runner or a runner generally, or person into fitness, yeah, some days physically will just suck and it may come out of the blue. And that's what today felt like. I mean, I'm glad at the run. I felt like with my progress in the last week, I would smash this out the park and break PBs, maybe do more than 10k in my current record. But yeah, it didn't happen today, but it's okay, we'll get there. A few weeks of the marathon, so making sure I still peak at the right time. I was listening to a very interesting Nike podcast at the same time. Nike trained, and the one I listened to two of them during the run, but the first one I found really interesting was the 7 types of rest. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, do listen to it. I thought it was really interesting and insightful, talking about different types of rest as the title suggests, but I'm showing how you can not only take rest in terms of the physical form of sleeping, but also in terms of social rest, which again really was enlightening, and something I could reflect on whilst on my run, is how I can get the best recovery, because whilst running has been really good recovery mentally, physically it's quite exhausting, so you make sure I find the right recovery pattern on the other side. Anyway, so I'm to go back to some more recovery. If you've done some energy exercise, brilliant. If you haven't, there's still time this week coming up to do some exercise on Wednesday. And yeah, that's how tired I am. I keep saying do it because it's Wednesday. Today's actually Thursday. Oh my god. My Thursday truth is, have you worked out on Thursday? If not, give it a go. It's better than Wednesday, because clearly I've forgotten. Yeah. Oh no, that's how tired I am. Before and after this run, I've just lost track of the date. Thursday, give it a go. Let me know how it goes. Take care. What's up, my Friday fighters? At least today I got the day right. So today I'm doing a cycle. It's gonna be an hour long, near enough. So yeah, my legs feel great after I'm moving, but the first few minutes it just feels quite sore. I thought, especially the longer run this weekend, best to get some time off my feet and just cycle and get some fresh air that way. Also, before I forget to mention, I am going to try my bad words today. I tried another gel recently, and it wasn't my best friend, I'd say. But I want to try this one because I know it's going to be available at the marathon on the day. So I want to try at some point in the cycle and see how I feel, and judge if it's the right product for me. So far, jelly beans seem to be a great shout, but I'm worried that on the day I might actually end up eating like 100 to 1,000 jelly beans just because they're really addictive. So yeah, I'll let you know how that goes, and I'll see you off on the cycle. Actually, I'll show you now. Let's go over to it. So my hour cycle's nearly done. Just done 52 minutes, so 8 minutes till I get home or so. I'm really happy with that cycle so far. I took a break in between to reach a reel. I quite enjoy the reel, so if you haven't checked it out, put it somewhere here and I'll check out my Instagram. I really enjoyed making it. I tried Lucozade Sport Gel, and it feels a bit better on my stomach than the other gels I've tried. But I'm gonna try again on my long run on Sunday, and that's probably the real test. Doesn't feel too bad, but maybe just gels don't really suit everyone, especially the composition as well. So I'm gonna try again when I'm running and see what it's like, especially today being a lot of start-stop, and I've been hydrated as well as I should have been as well. But see how it goes. But I have carb loaded and it was really nice actually. So we get some ideas, strategies for food as well for the actual marathon day. But yeah, the Lucozade gel that actually tastes really nice. Probably the best tasting gel I've had so far. But yeah, it was a really good cycle. To be fair, it felt just nice to be doing different activity outside running, which I know it sounds a bit bizarre considering how much I've been wanting to run the last few months. But it just broke up the training a bit more, and especially just going to see different areas as well, going a bit faster and see new places. So for those running marathons, or even say short distances like 5-10Ks or half marathons, I do recommend highly. You should see one of my marathon minis to mix up your training, just because I believe it's marathon mini 3. But I really enjoy it because it just keeps it refreshing and gives you the right, I guess, sensory or haptic break from the sport, which is really important. So yeah, I want to power home, and then you'll see me on my long run. So let's go over to that now. What's up? Sunday morning. So you know the drill right now. Long run day. So today's gonna be a 2.5 hour run. So it's gonna be quite a long day, especially in this heat. Unfortunately, I started a bit later than I'd like to have done, so it is quite warm. And I haven't got full Lucozade Akimbo with me. I've got water instead, which is fine, but it's not really as accessible, the bottle. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting challenge, but we'll see how it goes. I've got a lot of gels with me and beans and energy bar, so yeah, we're up for the challenge. Yeah, so I woke up this morning with a sore abdomen, and yeah, I don't know what caused it. It's not ideal, but still we persevere, we try, we still get those miles in, and hopefully just power through and get to our training. So yeah, we should have fun today, and why wouldn't we? It's Sunday, we're out, we're ready to run. So it's a great time. I hope I can maintain the energy at the other side of the run, which I think you'll see about now. What's up? If you can't tell, that was a hard run today. So it's a 2:30 run, and my target mentally beforehand was to get 15-16 kilometers because I wasn't feeling as great as I was last week. The other route was going to be slightly different, with more elevation potentially, and yeah, because I hadn't eaten as well yesterday, a lot of fatty foods, and I hadn't carb loaded as much. I didn't have as much liquid on me as well I was carrying, so I knew it wasn't going to be as fast as I thought but I smashed it. Not hugely, but I still smashed it. It's a mini smash. So I hit 19 kilometers, just over, and I was 2 seconds a kilometer faster on average than my last long run last week, which is great. It means I'm in the same ballpark. And it was a bit odd because I started off actually quite fast. It felt quite good. And initially I was like, oh, I'm running too fast. I slowed down a bit. And I think I slowed down too much. And then I picked up a bit more at the end. So a bit disappointed. I think I could have maintained the pace for longer or run a bit faster because I was running more at the end. So this time I did 5 times 15 minutes of running time with 5 minutes of walking in between. Last time I did 4. And I just did more of a sprint at the end. So it just showed that last week I really was in a really good place to run, and today I had to work a bit hard at the end to kind of rescue that. So disappointed with some parts of the middle that me lost focused or lost my technique or a bit of pace discipline, but I'm happy that I managed to recover and I'm feeling the pain for it now. Some of the benefits were I ran with less fluid, so I carried just under a litre. I'd normally carry a litre of ice tonic drink, so this time I carried 500 ml of Lucozade and 300 ml of water, and I finished with probably 300 ml left. So that's progress compared to last time where I needed more hydration, and but instead I used 2 gels and I used some jelly beans to kind of compensate for the, I guess, poor carb loading. But it's good practice using the gels. I think they taste really good now, and they don't seem to be upsetting my stomach, which is great. But we'll see how it feels the next few days. But yeah, really positive some elements of that run. But for my next time I will try and be a bit more disciplined, sleep a bit earlier, get better rest, and try and carb load better. I'm sure I'll feel better by the end of it. So yeah, some positives from it. So a lot of positive take from it, and quite a lot of learning points. At one point it felt really bizarre near the end, I think because like my belt I ridden up, so I got a gust of cold air through my shirt, and I don't know, I felt really numb. I think at that point I was just running on fumes, and yeah, I felt really like lightheaded, really like just kind of almost like an out of body experience where you just kind of like, I have to keep moving. I'm still running, but I have no clue what's like causing me to run. So yeah, I think that's a testament to the fact that I need to hydrate better and eat a bit better. Running is quite brutal. It does show you that if you don't do it properly, sometimes it can bite back quite hard. I've been looking a lot into shoes and shoe culture because I love shoes personally. Found out the Nike Air Force 1 was designed by Bruce Kilgore and it had its 35th anniversary in 2017. Unsurprisingly, the Nike Air Force 1 is one of the best-selling shoes Nike make. I think this is a few years old, so from what I've read so far, it grosses on average like $800 million revenue a year, which is unfathomable, really. Think how many shoes they actually make. But credit to them, it's a well-designed shoe. To the Huaraches, which actually were inspired by a water ski boot, which is why it's kind of almost like a sock-like design. And it's, the name actually comes from, I think it's Huaraches. So the correct pronunciation came from a style of shoe that the Aztecs and Mayans would have worn a long time ago, and they've modify that style, the shape, to make create the Nike Huarache style. So actually there's 2 facts of the week, one for each shoe, I guess. So I wish I was more still, but my legs can't stop moving right now. I think they just needed to keep the blood moving, so they feel sore. So I'm gonna get some ice and rest them. I wish I was doing that. I'm actually going for a longer walk this afternoon, so if you see me limping through the streets, you'll know it's a long run. Anyway, have a great week. Thanks for tuning in again. Follow my Instagram, see some more updates. I'll do some great reels now, I hope. My Just Give It link is below. Please donate if you can. I'm getting so close to that target, so any extra pounds, pennies you can scavenge and share would be amazing. Thank you so far for following me on this journey. A few more weeks to go, so enjoy it. And if you haven't gone to sport yet, please give it a try. Just go for a run. If you're new to running, check out programs like Couch to 5K if you just want to get started, because it may help break down the barrier, or run with a friend, or drop me a message. I'd love to know more and see how I can help as well. So yeah, take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.